Good morning, student. Hope you all are fine and safe. So, in today I am going to continue with the lesson my earthquake experience in Tokyo, which was uploaded in your last video, where I explain you the half part of the lessons. So today I am going to continue that same lesson from the part or from that point where I complete in my last class. So now what was happened, that let me recall that what was the story about. There was a journalist. He came in very excitement to make the documentary of Tokyo city, but when he was in the train station inquiring about the ticket, he felt some movement on the ground, and finally a person standing behind him informed him that it was not a simple movement but it is an earthquake. Now see what happened. So student, the noise was unreal. You could hear the building creak and groan as they shook in their foundation. I wanted to get as far away from this building as possible, but in Tokyo finding any truly open space is virtually impossible. So the writer of this story, okay, he is saying that actually the sound was unreal. Okay, the sound was unreal, and he can see the building cracking. Means the building were just going to fall down. Okay, he was just trying to find out some place, but it was not so easy for him or not possible. Okay, in Tokyo to find a free place or free space. Okay, because it is a what megapolis city, means a very what busiest city. I stood in that park for a good 2 hours, as did almost everyone else. During this time, the ground continued to tremble, albeit less violently. I would find out later that afternoon that the quake was of magnitude 8.9, the strongest earthquake to hit Japan in recorded history. So, student, I stayed in the park for a good 2 hours. In that park, in that free space, he stood for, okay, he waited for 2 hours, okay. He just observes the people, okay, the condition, the circumstance, okay, and finally, he come to know about the earthquake when he returned back to his room, okay, at hotel room, and from the news channel he come to know that the magnitude of the earthquake, means the measurement of the earthquake was 8.9, okay, it was 8.9, and it was one of the most strongest earthquake occurred in Japan in the history of Japan. So some people were visibly shaken. There were a few women crying, people pointing up at the building as they shook, but many others appeared calm and relaxed. So while he was in the park, he observed the people's, the condition, the circumstance I told you. So in that circumstance, what he actually find some people were visibly shaken, means some people were the body language, the body parts were moving in fear of, okay. There were a few women, okay, so some women were crying on the way. Some people were pointing up at the building, okay, and they shook, but many other appeared calm and relaxed. So many of the people, they were pointing that look that building, what is happening, okay, it is falling down, this and that. So he saw many various types of people. Some women he saw, okay, they were crying, okay, then some people who were in fear, the body was shaking, he saw them also. Then he saw some people who were pointing towards the building, but he saw some people also who are calm and relaxed, means they were relaxed, they were out of the danger. It seems like that to him by looking those some of those peoples. Making me away back to my hotel was an epic journey. The rail system in Tokyo was completely shut down and millions were trying to make their way home on foot. The streets were gridlocked, but I did not learn how catastrophic the event had actually been until I got to my hotel and turned on the news. The coastal area of Japan, especially a few hundred miles to the north, were disadvantaged beyond recognition by the tunnels. So, making my way back to my hotel. So from here he returned to his hotel room, but it was in the hotel room when he returned back, he come to know that what he faced today, actually through the news channel. Okay, he come to know what happened today. Okay, well he come to know that what the damages come in that city of Tokyo. Okay, and how the Japan, especially a few hundred miles north, were devastated beyond, okay, recognized by tsunamis. Even a tsunami occurs and lots of wealth were damaged in Japan. He come to know only when he returned back to what, in the hotel room, and he come to know through the news channel. It means that while he was returning, he himself was so afraid, himself was so fearful that he cannot realize that what is happening on that day. As I write this, the aftershocks are still hitting hard. I am on dry and yet I feel seasick. I have lived through many frightening days. I nearly drowned last year while whitewater raging in Africa. But this earthquake will be forever burned in my memory as the most horrifying experience of all. So the writer is saying that after that incident, okay, he got some, means he was suffering, or you can say you just get into a illness. Okay, he got fever because of this frightening moment he passed in his life. But just last year, okay, he also faced a earthquake, okay, which was in Africa. But I think not earthquake, it was, yes, whitewater rafting. So he crossed beyond some natural hazards which was occurred in Africa. But this earthquake was one of the most frightening days for him and frightening part of his life. Okay, so I saw 100-story buildings soar like limb tree in the wind as the earth rebelled beneath my foot. Now I think I have seen it all. So he is saying that what he have seen most of the buildings which are falling down in front of his eyes. Okay, actually, according to him, he have nothing more to see in his life. The most frightening days of his life was being observed that day. So, student, the story complete here. In this story, the writer, okay, described a brief about an incident occurred in Japan, about an earthquake occurred in Japan. The earthquake which damages the wealth, the peoples of megapolis cities, that is Tokyo. So it is here about the city Tokyo and the excitement documentary of this Tokyo city was going to be documented by him, but it was not possible. Finally, it changes into a most frightening days of his life. So student, I hope you understand the story, and now you have to go to the word meaning of your lesson and also to the question answer of the lesson. Okay, so beside that, I would like to say you that in my next video I am going to load up your answers, questions and answers. So till then, have a nice day and have a good day. Thank you.